We are Green Room Radio. Welcome back to the show. Super James, Tru, and Domo checking in.
What up, what up?
For another episode. What's going on, guys? Fresh back from Cali.
Yes.
How was that drive? Was there any traffic?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No.
I was
Was
tired.
it Wednesday?
I was sleeping most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why.
I don't know why, though. For it being such a short drive, you still feel like you feel after you took a long trip.
I feel like anything over 2 hours is just like a drive. Like 2 hours is okay, but anything over that
I just try not to
ruins the day.
not to eat too many snacks.
You can get tired.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You just start eating.
Skateboard E, our very special guest for tonight. Welcome to the show.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
A Vegas
Welcome.
local from LA, though.
Yes, sir.
Born in LA.
What part of LA?
South Central LA.
South Central.
But you say
Nice.
you've been in Vegas for a minute now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show, man. We got a lot to talk about with you. Man, I want to just kick it off with this Kanye West, man. He's back at it again.
He's out of control.
But besides everything we're gonna talk about, they just
Don't even get me started on Kim Kardashian. Balenciaga saga.
I was just gonna say, a couple of days, like 2 days ago, they've settled. They finally finalized the divorce. So she's
wait to see that.
she's getting $200,000 a month.
That's why he's wilding
in
out.
child support. I mean, yeah, it's like he he was already there, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that didn't help him in any sense.
No.
So he was seen. I don't know what was going on in Mar-a-Lago, but Trump had a party, or
I think he had some party about that he's, announcing that he was going to run for president. For
and what you
2024.
said.
Eric, what's going on with your people, man?
Oh.
Kanye's going to run for president now?
Well, that's what were you saying that he told Trump that?
So
told
the long story short was I heard that Trump had this party, invited Kanye, and Kanye came with some white supremacists who Trump knew exactly who he was, and then Kanye decided to say, "Hey, I'm running for president too," but that was his first time. That was his first time at Mar-a-Lago, and he was filming it. There was some other person he was with.
Did Trump? I mean, has Trump said? Is he running?
Yeah, he announced.
Yeah.
He announced last week.
Oh yeah,
It's
Eric,
official.
Did you vote for Trump or Biden?
No, I didn't.
You didn't vote for any of them?
Or did you vote for Kanye?
Which one?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I voted for Biden.
You did?
Oh, okay.
How you feel about that now?
I should have did it.
I feel like
hey, you know what?
even the biggest
To be honest
Joe.
with you,
Yeah, man. I feel like
Yeah.
even the biggest Biden fans
Yeah.
are like, yeah, I would have rather not voted for him.
Hey, what-
Just barely
what
hanging on.
I said is when you dislike somebody, like people, I don't think anybody who was a reality star should have been president, or even Arnold Schwarzenegger over there in California. But I mean, what are they? Democrats? It's called. You have
Yeah.
all that time, 4 years. You mean to tell me there ain't one fresh up and coming Democrat that could have ran and been the man?
He's like, I got 2 words for you. What did he say? The
Oh, the Biden. I got 2 words, and then he said,
proud to be an American.
Oh, yeah. Every time he speaks, he does that to himself.
To be honest with you, I think fucking Obama and Hillary Clinton are just running it for him, and he's just the prop.
he's the face.
That's who I would have voted for. Hillary.
Yeah.
So
She to be dead honest with you, she probably would have been a better
probably
fit than
would've did.
Biden for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
so Kanye then, after all this stuff, he went on Alex Jones's show and started
That's the
talking
man.
about how there's he back on his Hitler. Watch here, listen to
What
this
is
right here.
this?
This is Alex Jones brought up the Nazi thing and all that. This is what Kanye said. Maybe. Hold on. What's going on here? I don't know what this is doing. Oh, there we go.
Well,
Here we go.
I thought, that's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized. Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician. You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with.
So he's saying that.
He's wearing the in the video. He's wearing the
mask.
blast, the black mask.
Completely.
I watched an
Balenciaga.
interesting.
Is that the Balenciaga?
Balenciaga?
Yeah, face mask.
Yeah.
I
just
watched
completely.
an interesting
And
story
gloves
on
on.
that. One of the bloggers, they said that him and Kim were promoting sex culture in fashion, and then they were mad because they dressed Northwest in the mask, and she's 9 years old.
Yeah.
And then on Twitter, there's actually a fetish page called Northwest.
Like,
oh my god.
Everyone, but it's,
what's the deal? I really didn't read much on the Balenciaga thing. What?
Okay, so this is what the story is. I should have brought some pictures, but
I don't even know what that is.
Okay,
I
so
can't afford that clothes.
I'll fill you guys in.
Well,
yeah.
most of the people that are boycotting it never could afford it
Yeah.
either. So
Um,
it's okay.
So they dropped on Instagram their new collection, and it was children with bears as they're like bear bags or something like that, but they're teddy bears in fetish gear. And then there was another picture with like an article
Oh, right here.
about a court hearing, and you see all these like chains and stuff, and
that this is the marketing
wine
campaign.
glasses, yeah. And they said, "Oh yeah, this is our holiday collection," but people were already pissed because they're like, "Do you
Those
see?"
are like harnesses.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. And they're like,
did
"Why
you
are
do?
you using children's as props?" So everybody was waiting for Kim Kardashian's comments because she had, she just
Does she have an
took
endorsement with
picture.
them?
Yes,
Oh,
so she
okay.
just did a picture where
And
she,
Kanye had an endorsement too. He
yeah,
dropped
but they
them.
let him go.
Let him
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
And then she just dropped a collab that they did with Adidas, and everyone's like, "All right, Kim." And then Candace Owens actually went in on her because her little apology was basically justifying, like covering up for them. She's like, "I had to take some time to talk to them and
I
figure
understand.
out why they did it." She goes, "Oh, but you know what? I really think I thank them for taking it down, and I think they'll be very much more
so
thoughtful."
just-
And everyone's
She
like,
wasn't about to let that check go.
everyone's like,
She
"Bitch,
was
you go hard on Kanye, and are you gonna be done with it?" Because people were burning their Balenciaga. There's a lot of different
That's the dumbest
hidden
shit ever to me when
they
people
didn't
burn
need to
stuff.
do
Like,
that. Hey.
you already paid for it. Like they already got your money.
and they're suing.
They
So
sued for 25 million.
so they're suing the photographers and the other people who they hired for
Wait, who's suing?
Why would the photographer be at fault?
exactly and
Balenciaga is suing the photographer?
yes. So they're
Like,
taking-
dude, I just took a picture of what you told me to
they
take a picture
took
of.
accountability, and then now the photographer and these other people are getting like hate mail, and they're like, "Whoa, hold on, they were there."
Yeah, well, there's a creative director at Balenciaga that
They were
did
there.
all
Yeah,
that.
and this bitch is crazy. She's got all kinds
Yeah.
of like
Oh, she.
Illuminati symbols, kind of dark imagery with children, very like sick and disgusting stuff, and a lot
You got children, Eddie?
Yeah.
How many children you got? 3. What are the ages?
15, 12, 2.
Oh,
Oh wow.
There's a big jump right there. Little pause.
I gotta jump too. I got a 17-year-old and a 2-year-old. But I mean, when you think about that, what do you think about that? Them using kids like that, and
They shouldn't be doing that.
yeah.
That's disturbing.
It's just crazy to me, like a big company like that. Like, you know how many people had to get approved? Like, you know what I mean? It's a process to get some, like a marketing campaign approved.
What's crazy
And it went
is
through that many
them
people that
putting
no one said no?
the lawsuit on the
photographer,
photographers
yeah.
and stuff.
But that's what it is. They're
It's
just,
just a
they're-
cop-out.
they know they got the
It
money.
is. It's a distraction.
Yeah, they got the money to pay for the lawyers and whatever. They're not gonna go through with it, obviously. But it's they're just.
But
It makes me. I don't even post. Like I used to post my kids' pictures. I won't even post them anymore. So I'm like all these fucking weirdos out here fucking on the internet, man. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
So,
They should.
Kanye
They should
was-
love to stay in the news.
Kanye kind of had a little like people were like, "Oh, that's why Kanye was tripping,"
like
them.
if
And then he goes and says that shit.
it, yeah,
Like, okay.
he should have rode that wave. I would have
You're a
said
piece of shit.
if I was Kanye, I would have made it sound like I left them, or you know what I mean? Like
That's
it,
crazy.
it was-
man.
Yeah.
He did a shout out to Hitler. Basically.
Yeah.
Did Hitler make the mics? I mean, it was.
he has he
He
has a
did
lot of
make-
like the technology.
The Nazis did make some
Yeah,
pretty
yeah. No, they
good
got-
stuff
yeah.
that
Yeah.
we use, but
Speaking of
Ooh.
speaking of Kim Kardashian, she has Skims is like it's her clothing line, right?
yeah.
She has a holiday collection. It's like pajamas basically, I guess. But Snoop Dogg is the face of the ad campaign
Oh
for
god, dude.
for the new.
Give it up
Can
to
you look that up?
Snoop.
Skims.
Hopefully he didn't.
Snoop
Skims
is
holiday.
always Snoop is like
They had
Snoop is the
beef.
goat
There was some beef he had with her. I don't know where that came
with
from.
her.
Kim and Snoop. Yeah, I don't.
Is it
it
'cause
might, I was gonna
Kanye?
say it was probably something to do with Kanye. But yeah, so the ad campaign for the new thing it's Snoop, but it's his whole family, so it's pretty cool.
Oh,
the
it's-
entire family.
So these are all Snoop's kids, or
Yeah,
grand?
yeah, that's his wife.
kids,
right there in the-
grandkids.
That's
That's his wife in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle.
Oh
is his
damn,
wife.
she looks different.
The little
Boss lady
the young
entertainment.
the younger
That's her
This
fiance.
is the daughter.
She
Yeah.
just got engaged to him on the end.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
the younger three are the grandkids.
I think I saw a picture on your page. You did a pajama pic.
Uh oh. Did the holiday pick already, or is that an
Hey,
old one?
Just so you know, you ain't never gonna see me in
My
that.
dog was in there, right?
You ain't ever gonna see me in a pic like that. So,
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
there's your
so that's her clothing line. That's her pajamas.
I guess it
basically.
wasn't the Skims originally.
This is
wasn't it?
Skims?
Yeah, that's
It's like it was for
Like body shaping stuff?
shapewear
Yeah,
for
yeah.
women,
yeah.
overly priced, but
Yeah, it says the pajama sets start at $58.
well, that's nice.
That's not
But
that bad.
anyways, Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. Snoop's just getting the money anywhere he can.
Yeah,
He's killing
he's
it.
the goat.
Yeah, he bought the death row back.
He's gonna,
I wonder how Suge feels about that.
it doesn't matter. How
It doesn't
Suge-
matter actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't matter how shit feels. But yeah,
So-
you had some stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hugh, can you pull up that Raiders picture? I guess we got nominated for having the nastiest fans in the NFL.
Oh, really?
The rudest fans. Yeah, so it's crazy. And then, I saw at the bottom it said Jacksonville Jagger was last on the list. So
Jaguars.
meaning they got the nicest fans. And I mean, that's kind of crazy because those are Florida people, and Florida people are nuts.
Who voted
But
on that? Like
Raiders-
who the hell votes
I
on
know.
stuff like
Raiders
that?
has always had a bad rep.
You know what though? I haven't heard like when I I didn't follow Raiders. I'm a fan now, obviously, of any sport that comes to Vegas. But I thought like the Oakland crowd was gonna
Hey,
come
look.
flying in.
Well,
Vegas.
no, they
There you
didn't at
are.
all.
There you were.
Oh yeah, there he is.
You're right. There I go
Yeah,
right
he
there.
liked that. Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we really. It's a whole new new
Yeah.
crowd. But I
Yeah.
think there was also a lot of Raiders fans in LA that couldn't. It's a lot easier to
Yeah.
come to Vegas than to go to Oakland.
Hey, what's the chances of him
pumped.
having the like on there? You said we got the rudest. But you know what? I thought all the players came on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But you don't hear I thought Oakland there was gonna be fights, stabbings, all kinds of crazy
I
shit.
always felt like that's why there was no sports teams in Vegas, because no owner wants their players running around in Vegas.
Yeah.
Drinking.
I would make everyone live somewhere else and just fly them in on game day, because you don't.
I
want-
guess San Diego Chargers are coming to town. I just got a
yeah,
call
when
that
is that, next
people.
week?
I think it's
What do you-
next week.
Well,
There's,
that's what they're playing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chargers game, and
I
then
thought you meant, like, coming.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
like
what I thought. I was
another
like,
team?
I was
Like,
like,
yeah.
another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
they
mean,
don't-
it's
I mean,
a
LA
home. It's a home game.
LA doesn't
so.
want the Chargers either.
San
So.
Diegans, no.
Yeah, I had that, and then can you pull up the Elon Musk? What he was saying about the?
Oh,
He was saying something in regards to Twitter, but what was it say? Says
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
make
what?
his own phone if Apple and Google bans Twitter.
Well, they're talking. Wait, they're talking about taking it out of the App Store and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what does it say?
Made to response to.
Yeah, it says alternative phone if Twitter is kicked off Apple and Google app stores. The comments were made in response to a tweet directed to him by conservator podcaster Liz Wheeler. Half the country would happily ditch the biased snooping iPhone and Android. Wheeler said Musk said he'll make an alternative phone if Twitter is banned from Apple and Google. But you know what? That's
that's too much work.
Hey, but you know what though? That's still
Way too much.
that still gets that still gets Apple and them nervous a little bit. 'Cause they're
Look.
like, this motherfucker will.
Because he can do it. Yeah, he's got.
We
the-
just want to know, is Elon Musk for the adult content? Because if he goes away with us,
Inquiring
then we're
minds want
fucked.
to know.
That's the only one.
That whole thing's
So
been a
you
mess.
so adult content can happen on Twitter?
Oh, there's like straight up porn on there.
Oh shit.
But you know, it's crazy. I got a little strike
I'm not on
it.
when I changed my banner. I don't know why.
You're like banned from everything.
I don't know.
I know, I was
man. They
gonna say
fuck
that.
with
It's
me.
like-
They fuck with me all the time. Can't do nothing.
And then I got a little thing from EDC, Hugh. I
Oh,
guess
the
EDC is doing a
Hotel,
hotel EDC, which is
Resorts World,
Resort World. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
hey, that.
Wait, like during EDC or
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, so they're calling. But
well,
you know
what's
what?
going on
Hey,
with the camping?
this is
No more
this,
camping.
this is what I said. This is gonna be a one and done for Resort World.
I know.
When that rave crowd comes and everybody's
yeah.
done fucked up all over the casino floor.
No one that's going to EDC is gambling, and that's all the casino cares about. I can guarantee you.
They don't even spend money at the strip club.
Yeah, and then there was a UNLV. This is for you, Hugh, being that you're been a student there for about 50 years now.
38. asshole.
So yeah, so you
Van
so
Wilder.
UNLV. So this is the thing I don't understand. So from what I've heard, I don't follow UNLV football, but I heard they had a great year this year. But I'm like, why are they firing their coach if they had such a?
No, it started out great. It did not end great.
Okay,
But
okay.
was there like any scandal stuff that went down, or is it just?
No, it just dropped 6 games in a row.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so yeah, so I thought
I feel like there's
I
always
thought
something
I was
Say
hearing.
you're out of there.
I thought they were saying
You
that
want
they
winners.
almost made a bowl game.
Oh.
And then just the last thing I had goes to the wide neck. If you guys remember that this fool,
Yeah.
I guess he got famous due to his mugshot, but he got arrested again.
Trespass.
And
The fame went away. He wanted another.
So I gotta read this. It says Wide Neck, who soared to internet
It is
celebrity in
neck.
18 for his mugshot, has been arrested again. Wide Neck was thrown back in jail Tuesday after arrest, where he was caught fleeing from police with meth and cocaine on him.
Jesus.
County court records show. A spokesman for the county said they picked him up because he did the exact same thing 2 days later in Alabama, which was a violation of his original bond.
Oh my God.
So what is Wide Neck doing with? First of all, what are you
Wait,
doing
what
with
was
meth and coke?
Uppers and downers.
No, that ain't uppers
Or
and
uppers
downers.
and
That's
uppers.
uppers and uppers.
Uppers
but-
and
That's
more uppers.
uppers and up.
And what's going on with his neck right there? Are those?
That's his
Is that the
neck.
original?
That's why you got.
That's why he got famous.
Why?
No, I'm
neck.
talking about the bumps on his neck.
Shaving, you know,
Is that razor bumps?
razor bumps.
Hey, yeah, remember we
that.
had that thing, Domo? We were talking with him, but due to that other guy, we.
Don't be talking about bumps and then say, "Remember we had that thing."
Oh yeah, I know.
you gotta break those. You gotta break those.
Hold on.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm
There
so
was a comma there.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that kind of during the pandemic when we were all confined, I'm just like, man, I'm so sick of seeing these guys. Like, the long neck, the wide neck, all these guys
They
with
had their
disabilities
little
doing-
time.
They had
Yeah,
their
let
run
them
where
shine, bro.
they just blew the fuck up.
They had it come
That's
up.
why he missed the fame. So he's like, "I'm gonna get arrested again."
and you
Bring
don't
it
really
back.
hear about any of them anymore. So like, I'm glad that era is over because they're
That's
just
that overnight.
We've moved on.
TikTok era.
yeah. Is that what happened? Is that
Yeah.
when the TikTok probably jumped off with all them people? So, what about you, Domo? You got any topics? Are we gonna go right into
Skateboard E.
No,
Skateboard E?
I don't have a time. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Okay, so we'll just let you.
Hey,
say
what-
Yeah,
it.
I didn't
You
bring.
could-
I
you could-
didn't
we'll-
bring
we'll-
any papers
we'll
on it.
circle back to that.
So we got Skateboard E. He
Man,
is. Can you pull up one of them sponsors, Hugh? I think he's got a couple sponsors out here. You said here. in Vegas.
So in your bio,
Drop.
The
The
drop.
drop.
And what's this?
Dope.
What is the drop about? What is
Drop is a culture shop
Okay, and where's this located at? This is
in Flamingo.
Eastern and Flamingo. And what do they have in there? I mean, it's just a little bit of everything.
We got exotic pop. We got cookies retail. We got rave clothes. For
Rave
women's.
clothes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she's gonna
Rave
love
and
that.
stuff. We got pastries for
Oh, yeah,
a
yes.
little bit of everything. We got exotic snacks. cookies,
A little
drinks.
social media.
Exotic
promo.
Exotic Pop. We were talking about that before the show. That's one of your sponsors, right?
Yeah, pull up that
Exotic
other
Pop.
one, Hugh.
Speak
The
on-
other one is Exotic Pop.
Talk about that because I know I've seen that around and seen the
why
cups
don't-
and stuff
Why don't
like
you
that.
have? Why don't you have that in your your shoe store, Super Dane?
I know we need
I
that.
feel like that everybody needs to have
What,
this Exotic Pop.
What's the deal with the Exotic Pop? How'd you link up with them?
I linked up them at the drop. The drop through a event called Skate Wars,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I hooked up my braces and jumped in. Somebody told me to
Nice.
get in, and I jumped in the competition, and I won first place.
That's
Oh,
sick.
So they actually set up a competition. The Exotic Pops did.
The drop did.
The drop did. Okay.
Drop, yep.
Is Vegas? Is there a big skateboarding community out here?
Yes, very big.
Very big.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy because I haven't, I'm not out there like that, so I don't see it. You obviously caught my attention, but I don't. What is it like
Like a
Venice
skate-
Beach?
skate
Like how
park.
everybody goes to Venice Beach and
Or
It's this more of a like skate park scene here. We got a lot of parks here, so people
Yeah.
look up at
no, that's what I've heard. My son has said that. I haven't personally seen them. Are the skate parks good?
not too good.
Not too good, yeah,
But there's multiple, like as opposed to like
yeah.
We only got one good part, and that's Craig Ranch.
Yeah,
So
I
we
think
got
I've heard of
JC.
that. Yeah.
That's like one of the newest parts.
And these are who? These are put on by the city?
Yes, but it's from the city.
From the city. Yeah, gotcha.
you
Now you-
film content around the strip, skating, or
Yeah, what's the rules with that?
like
Nah, you
mean,
can't really skate on the strip.
it's never
Yeah.
I
it's
skate
never
on, I
accepted.
skate on the strip though. I got a
Yeah.
few strip clips.
Yeah.
Are they pretty quick on it?
Nah, you just gotta go there early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're there early, you can get it in.
Yeah, they're not really
That's
stressing
dope.
until it gets busy.
What about did you take the opportunity all these people did during the pandemic when that shit was closed down? You'd see people
Oh, yeah.
roaming.
oh,
Oh, yeah, I was skating the T-Mobile Arena and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have been the time, right?
Were they
there.
were they out? Did they have a lot of security out there checking on that or no? No, they were users too. That's
Not a lot of
dope.
security at all.
That's dope. Now you said when you were talking about the competition, you should put the braces on, and you're known as a disabled skater. Speak on that.
Well, I always been disabled, but I always wanted to be a pro skater and, get my name on the board, know, and it just finally happened. It took a long time, but
Speak on the disability. That's
I broke
originally
my
from
legs.
skating
broke
accidents.
my legs like about 13 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Tore my ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus,
Pull
lateral
that,
meniscus.
pull that mic down a little bit.
Yeah.
Lateral
A little
meniscus.
closer to you.
So basically all the ACLs.
Oh man,
Is this just one
Hey,
accident? or
I
this
did
is-
ACL, MCL, meniscus, and that was fucking horrible.
But then I used to read up on Adrian Peterson,
Mm-hmm.
while I was in my wheelchair and stuff, and I used to see that he competed with no ligaments. So that's why I was like, maybe one day I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I got my opportunity at a competition, and I picked up 2 sponsors right there, the Drop and Exotic Pop.
That's
Wow.
crazy, man. Now the
That's-
original accident was all skating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skating.
So
Yeah.
what age did you start skating at?
I started skating at like 8, and I took it seriously about like 15.
15.
who are your idols or people skaters that inspired you when you were younger?
We got Chad Muska and
I'm gonna see
Yeah,
what
I haven't
I'm,
heard that
I'm
name
gonna
in a
see what
minute.
I'm gonna see what age range you're in.
Paul Rodriguez,
Okay.
and we got Nigel Houston.
Ah, yeah.
He's younger than me,
yeah,
but I've been
no.
watching him since
He's
he was,
dope.
Yeah.
8
What's
years
crazy?
old.
I think I don't know if I'm in your age range or not, but like the guys during my era would be like the who is it? Christian Okoye,
Osoy. Yeah,
Osoy,
man.
Steve Caballero. So those guys are way older than what
Yeah.
these guys are. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
old.
you're
as fuck.
old, dude.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah.
30,
Old
I'm
as fuck.
37
Tony Hawk. Yes, I
Tony
am.
Hawk.
for 2 more weeks.
Tony Hawk.
I feel like every era of skateboarders knows
So,
Tony Hawk.
it-
though.
Gotta
Like
know
you
Tony
can't.
Hawk.
You
He
can't,
started
you
the
can't
video games.
In these competitions, I mean, do they go by age? I mean, how do they do that?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it-
yes, brackets with age.
And then what have you seen? Like, what was the youngest bracket of people competing?
Ooh, I seen one that was actually 2 months ago. I was at a competition at the Barracks in California, and it was an 18 and older event. But there was a kid there. He was 12 years old. And he was
Holy shit.
competing.
He was dope?
The reason he can compete
That's
because
insane.
he's a professional skater.
So they knocked the age limit off.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Fuck.
But what is like
Guess
what are
what?
those qualifications? Like what? How do you have like what do you have?
What do you have to
do
qualify to be
Yeah,
considered a
professional.
pro
Yeah.
skater?
Making money. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own story of a professional skater, but a
Right.
professional skater is someone that makes money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That seems like
Like,
it'd be with anything. You'd be
The
a
guy at 12 years old, they let him in and compete. He actually won.
Oh man. Well, he's.
And what's
I feel like
it
he's
was
gonna get
supposed
the
to
upper
be 18
hand.
and up? Oh man, are all the competitions age restricted
No.
like that?
No, but since he's a professional skater, he can't compete with
Also,
younger people.
so he can't.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Were
Because,
Were
yeah,
you in the
Right.
contest that he won?
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Oh, I was just happy to be there. That place was like, the barracks is like a invite only. So Pop Tart
Okay.
threw an event and I got an invite through
Damn, Pop Tarts throwing events.
Skateboard Bus, one of my sponsors.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
So when they told me they come on down, about this event, I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
You
Yeah.
say
Is that really hard to, first kind of be a skater and then to get sponsored by somebody to be like, professional or
well, you have to be your own.
Not really. I feel like anybody can get sponsored, because anybody can take a risk and be like, I'll take a
Yeah.
risk on you, and then
Yeah,
eventually
yeah,
you're gonna get good.
but
Like,
they're probably at these events,
Just
the,
like
the
I w-
competitions.
No, you don't even have to be competitions. Because, like, look on TV. If you look at TV and you see a commercial, I see commercials all the time. I'd be like, oh, wow, that dude Ollie was whack as hell. Kickflip was whack as hell. But,
But they're on that. They're on that TV.
Yeah.
They got on.
yeah, so you can't really, it's not, no, I don't feel like there's a certain level. But when you're competing, yes, there's levels to it. But
So you said you had a couple kids that what were the? You said 12 and what were the older
12,
two?
15, and
Do-
2.
Are they boys? The older?
One boy, 2 girls. The
One-
boy's the oldest.
Do any of them skate?
No.
No,
He-
they don't fuck
Never,
with that.
never interested or.
My 2-year-old gonna skate.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
yeah.
The other 2 was into cooking and baking.
Okay.
Now that's what I always said. It's funny because I'm going through a thing right now. I'm breeding my English bulldog, but I had a kid. They put these prices on these studs, but I'm like, listen, just because you have a kid with Michael Jordan, don't mean he's going to be a fucking basketball player. So it's the same thing,
I feel like it's either one way or the other. Like they either really.
Do
love it or
they
want
do
nothing
they
to do
like
with
it? Do they like watching you skate? Do they like the
Yeah.
competition? They understand it, or they're just like,
My daughter does. My son, he just moved. He moved away. He's been gone for a few years. So, but he actually skated, but not like how I skated.
yeah. And what's that called? How you skate? Is that considered freestyle? I mean, do you
Oh,
do
straight
ramp?
skateboarding.
Do you do ramp? Do you do like the half?
I skate everything,
Everything.
but I do professional like street skateboarding.
Yeah. No, that seems to me that's like the
Finding new
coolest.
spots and traveling the world and just finding anything that's new and just skate it. That's what street skating is about.
Yeah, no, and that's actually
Yeah.
it's probably why it's the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you don't know the height, you don't know the heights, you don't know the levels. You're just kind of
Yeah, because my good friend Keith Huffenagel, he did that, but that was like back then in the 90s when they would get the little video camcorders and film around. Yeah, like
I did that too.
Those
Yeah.
the skate videos.
that. I mean, what's funny is that's like an iconic skateboarding. There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
videos of certain skaters that are like legends, but it's always this kind of like amateur style filming. But that's
Yeah,
like the
that's
beauty.
what it-
That
that's-
was the
yeah, that's what it was
essence
meant to
of
be.
it.
That's what it was meant to be.
yeah. Who shoots most? I see you got a ton of videos on your thing. Who shoots most of your videos? Right over here, he's the
guy over
shooter.
here.
Right.
Good, yeah. So
So after the accident, what was the recovery process like, and like how did you get back? I'm sure that's crazy after something that major, to getting back to doing what caused that accident or what caused this. Or were you from the beginning determined to skate again?
Oh yeah, I wanted to skate again because like when I was skating, we are going through like the Great Depression, so all these companies wasn't like sponsoring people. So, and then when I got hurt, they started SLS, they started Mountain Dew Tour, they started all these tournaments, and I couldn't compete in it.
Oh man! So right, everything you were waiting for happened right when you got.
So I
yeah.
never thought I would be skating with what I'm doing now.
Mhm.
So, but like the main thing, like I used to go to all these events and watch.
Yeah.
So that's what kept me motivated.
So during the recovery process, you were
I
still
would go-
attending.
Yeah, straight out of
That's dope.
physical therapy, I'll go to the skate park and chill
That's
and just
dope.
watch and go.
So
I'll
I
go to
feel
all events.
I feel like like when you talk about pro athletes, like the football, whatever. There's all this training and stuff. I feel like with skateboarding, I mean, there is no real training school, right? I feel like you
Nah.
either got it or you
Nah, you can train.
oh, you can train.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely you can train.
So there's coaches
You
and
can work out. You can train.
That's what I was gonna say. So
You-
besides just skating, there's
they even have this place. I never been there, but you got a place called Camp Woodward. You know,
Okay.
if your parents got money, you can go there for the whole summer, sleep there, wake
Oh,
up
it's
there,
like a summer
Oh.
camp. but
Yeah.
it's
so they
just
actually
skating.
have instructors
and they
that
have
can,
instructors.
Oh, okay.
You can get
So see, I've
one on
never-
one, and
yeah.
but you're talking about like $3,500 and up just for
Yeah.
10 days.
Yeah.
2
Oh
weeks.
wow.
Gotta have the sugar daddies for that.
Yeah.
the moms better have them
Oh,
sugar
that's
daddies.
dope. But did you learn most of your stuff street skating?
Street skating in the streets.
Yeah. How often
Trial
do
and
you
error.
still? I mean, I feel like the skateboarding is one of those things where you're always gonna just bust your ass every now and then. You still do that, or you?
Ooh, I try not to bust. my
Yeah.
yeah.
Not because like in skateboarding, like when you get to this level where I'm at, you actually learn how to fall. You learn
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
part of the whole. It's,
Yeah.
it's part of the
like,
thing because you're obviously gonna. At
and
some
then like
point.
with me, I can't fall because both of my legs are still broken. So it's like I gotta be careful.
So is that pretty much for life?
I'm disabled for life. They
Mm-hmm.
told me I wouldn't walk again, but I'm skating.
That's crazy.
Man.
But they did say after 5 surgeries, but I had 6
Oh.
Man.
Six surgeries. What
Yeah,
were the
because I broke-
surgeries?
on this leg.
Like relocation type stuff and just rearranging? Or, I
yeah.
mean,
And then they didn't do it right. They kind of like stole my ligaments too.
Oh.
Oh my
What?
god.
The fuck?
Yeah.
They got people out there selling
That's
ligaments.
why.
I know.
Remember how I showed you how it moves?
Yeah, yeah,
There's no
yeah.
ligament there. But on paperwork, he says, I put it in there.
Wait, what?
And they stuck a camera in there. And it says, it's not there.
So what happened
Oh
with that
my
doctor?
God.
You know the term in Vegas. You only got 2 years window to sue somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't catch it until 3 years.
Oh.
Because I was
Oh
in
my
physical
God.
therapy.
So
Learning
you just
how to
had,
walk
yeah, yeah,
again.
yeah. You were so caught up with
Oh,
that.
so
Yeah.
So once the doctor, after a few years, he like, I don't think nothing in there. You need to get it looked at. He lied, and I went to go get it checked out, and
Oh
they
my
stuck
God.
a camera in there. And I went to the lawyer, and they're like, "Oh wow!"
But when they saw the
it's called
type-
malpractice.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, they were
Or-
probably got big eyes until they
Or
saw
I
the
would have been
distance.
hot 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I see
Oh,
people
yeah.
tear their ACL right now, and they come back in a year and they back doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
That didn't happen to me. I had a
No,
horror
that's what I
story.
was gonna man.
Yeah, I had
after-
a whole horror story. Just
And
after
it-
one surgeries,
it's
then
kinda
he did-
loss of
he did the-
income.
He did the next one, then he went to the next one, then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up." I'm like,
But this is the same doctor that
What?
took the
"Yeah, the ligaments."
Wait, what?
Man.
And I was his first patient that day.
That's insane.
Oh,
And in
my
the contract, it says any ligaments that's left over, they can do what they want
Ugh.
with it.
So he had.
Hey,
some,
don't-
This is
Yeah.
this
Dude,
is
that's-
a weird.
I got, man.
I
fucking-
never. So you have to sign paperwork that says that after your surgery, if they remove them, they can use them for whatever.
Yeah,
What the hell?
What?
I've never heard that.
it's
in my
big.
Life.
They
Oh, I
paralyzed.
couldn't.
They paralyzed me on down. I had to get like the epidural shot. With
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
needles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, it was-
like in the spine type. Yeah.
Then I had like nerve damage and all that, so they shipped me from there to a rehabilitation center. I was there for like 3 months.
Mhm.
Man.
You know, it was just all bad. I wouldn't recommend it.
That's why they say don't.
10 out of 10 do not recommend.
No,
Well, yeah, I
Got
did.
a bad Yelp
what I had
review.
is it's called multi-ligament reconstructive surgery.
Uh-huh.
That's where they take the body they take ligament from a dead body and
They call it like a
Oh.
cadaver.
cadaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to wait a whole year for those.
Wait,
And-
okay, so
and he
they
didn't put them in.
never did. So that's what you're saying. You still
He
they
didn't put
never
'em in.
did it.
That's how I show you my knee. That's
Yeah.
why he told me I'm in a brace for life.
Wow.
So
Oh my god.
Damn, that takes
That's
it to
scary,
a whole
and-
How
nother
does
level.
how does your wife feel about you skating?
Oh, that must have been rough.
she met me skating, so
Okay.
But this is before the accident. You guys met before the accident.
yes.
So how did she take it when you
Probably
when you're
scared the shit
getting
out of
better and you
her.
told her you're gonna skate again?
I'm be
So-
completely honest. A lot of people was like, "You stupid, you
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm sure
Don't
everyone
do that
was.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you've been through."
Yeah.
But I love skateboarding.
Love
So
it.
how long have you been skating since the accident?
Since I skated in between every surgery. That's how
Oh
I
my
ended up
God.
tearing the other leg.
Oh.
Oh my god!
I would never like wait for it to heal up. I'll be up out there skating like.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I
did.
I tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus, and I hear a lot of guys in the UFC do that, and then they're back a year later. I'm like,
That's
how the fuck are you
That's
throwing
what I was
kicks
saying.
after
I'm
you?
like,
After you, like mine was over 10 years ago, and honestly, I'm still afraid to do squats and shit because I'm like, I just feel like it's gonna go out again. And it was like such a nasty
Surgery.
injury, but yeah, they did the cadaver knee, and he
why
told
you didn't
me,
get the knee replacement. See, they told me I was too young to get it. Knee replacement.
Yeah,
At
they
the time.
didn't-
I was 23.
Why though? I mean,
know.
body's still
You
developing.
can't have it at 23.
I had a doctor.
They
Shout
gotta
out to
take it out
Dr.
every
Yee.
15 years.
Oh,
So
Is that what they said on the cadaver?
yeah.
Oh damn, mine.
No, with the knee replacement.
Oh, the knee
if
replacement.
you
okay.
if you get
I
it
was
done,
too
yeah.
young for it. Yeah, because
Is it a medical device?
no, the knee replacement when they do your whole
Oh,
knee,
Yeah.
you can
shit.
only do that so many times.
Oh, so they're saying you would have to get it done too much.
Yeah, I will have to wait till later on, like now type to get it now. Like,
Yeah,
That's
they
insane.
told me when they do the cadaver stuff like they did with me, they were like, sometimes you get another bad knee from the cadaver knee, so they're like, you don't know.
That's some bullshit. If you get a knee replacement with another fucked up
Man,
knee.
I'll
He's
say
replacing
something.
with
I
Yeah.
respect the fuck out of skateboarders because you guys can fall, break some stuff, and you go right back at it.
Yeah.
and when you get those surgeries, sometimes your bone can reject all that stuff that they're putting in you.
Yeah,
I went
any-
to a
any type of
guy
surgery, like taking
at the
something from
time,
Yeah.
and I don't know about Vegas, but at the time he was known as the #1 orthopedic. His name was Dr. Yee. So I did a lot of research because I was like, man, I want to. This is serious. I want to make sure because I'm like, I want
It's
to
a
make.
lifelong decision.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I was definitely out of the mix for well over a year before I felt comfortable with I'd go to the gym and do upper body, but I still, like I said, it's still in the back of my head. Every time I'm doing a squat or something, I just feel like I'm like, man, is this shit gonna pop out again, or what's gonna happen? But obviously, the guy did a good job.
What made you want to, like, in between surgeries and knowing you weren't ready, just go skate? You just missed it that much?
At the itch.
Yeah, it just keep, and then I just kept getting hurt, and I'm like, it wasn't healing up, and I'm like, what's going on? So
Did you
Kept
finally
going.
give it? Oh, you just
kept
wrote it out.
going every time. Maybe I took a break on this one because I blew off the kneecap.
Mhm.
You blow a kneecap off, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Were
that.
were the injuries all just street skate injuries?
Skateboarding.
But not during competitions or anything.
No.
It was all just
No, it's
Man.
trying to get trying to get a sponsor.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, because
Right.
this is pre-sponsorship.
There you
Yeah, I was
go.
trying to get sponsors back then. I had a sponsor, but I was trying to get multiples.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
So, do you still feel like you have the same love for it from when you started now?
Oh yeah, nothing
Yeah,
changed.
not gonna go away.
I'm actually more in love with it more because I'm skating.
Yeah.
I never thought I would skate again.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
What's your end game with it? What do you plan on doing down the road here? You're going to be knocking on 40.
I'm gonna be skateboarding.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, I think
40 ain't nothing.
No, I don't. I
You
think
see
all,
Tony Hawk, right?
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Yeah.
60
Gotta be-
something.
Yeah,
He's
still
flying.
killing it.
Hugh, how old is Tony Hawk?
No, he's. I think he's 50 something because
Yeah.
a few years ago he dropped his 50 something in his 50s street part. And he's not a street skater. He never had a street part, but he,
Yeah, is he still ramping? Is he still
yeah,
doing
that's,
the half pipe?
that's what he does. That's
Yeah.
but he wanted to test the waters over here with the streets. He broke a few bones.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's
but
right. I
yeah,
did. I
he
did
broke
hear
a few
about that.
bones
Yeah.
making the street edit. So he said he respects street skaters.
Oh yeah. No, I noticed, those people on the ramps, those seem really dangerous, but it's like you said, they know how to fall, so they always seem to
Yeah, it's a lot easier to save yourself on a half pipe than just street skating.
And every time I got hurt, I got hurt a silly way. I never got hurt like
That's
Like
doing
trying something
something hard.
crazy or
I got the worst when I blew off my kneecap. Some kid had put major wax on a rail that's going down. You can't do that. So I just slipped out.
oh man.
You know?
Man,
And a
that's the
couple other
worst.
times it's just
So is there tricks like that? You know, when you're doing rails and stuff, do people put waxes or any type of components on there to?
you got to test it out. You can look at it and tell. You can tell if it's slippery. If it looks wet, oh, it's slippery.
Yeah.
You can see, then you can
Well,
see
that's the
wax
thing with
'cause it
street
be-
skating is like you don't
caked
know.
up.
You're just kind of like it seems like you're just kind of like going with the flow. So it's like anything, any rail, especially new territory that you're not used to,
we wax it up.
you
I
access.
stay with wax.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, no, that's a crazy game, man. What about for this disability? Does the state do anything for you for that?
No,
Oh.
No.
because in the state of Nevada, your knees don't qualify you for this.
Wait, really?
What?
All right,
They,
Man.
they don't qualify for SSI for
The Social
payment,
Security.
but they will give me like benefits, for like dental, eyes, and all of that. They'll do all of that stuff. They'll give you everything else, but they're not gonna give you any cash because they say
So they'll do like the snap and all that type of stuff.
they'll
but
do
not-
everything, and
everything.
they label me disabled, like you're never gonna
Yeah.
work again. But they won't pay you in the state of Nevada. California will.
How are they going
They
to tell
would've-
you you're not going to work, but we won't pay you?
You know what
Like,
they told me? Get your knee done. I got it done. They said go get a wheelchair job, and then they said wait till you get your other knee done. I went in there. I'm both. You see, I got
Yeah.
both. I went in there in a wheelchair with both braces on like this. You know what they told me? Because I can do this. I can go get a job sitting down working.
What?
But they don't realize how much pain I'm in just from sitting there trying to. I can't
Oh
sit
my
and work
God.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
my nerves bad.
Fucking
I got
Sisalak.
nerve damage, so like legs will start jumping, twitching,
Whoa.
arms. So I will have to get up, and
That's crazy.
fucked
so I
up.
couldn't work.
Oh
you know?
my God.
So I just skate. I'm like, wasn't nothing else I could do.
That's
Even if I try to work now, I'm be honest with you, like even when I skate, I only skate for about a couple hours or an hour. I can't stand longer than
Yeah.
2 hours.
Now you
Yeah.
wear the braces
crazy.
whenever you skate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't. Have you tried without them or?
Yes, I can do like basic stuff like a kickflip, just basic.
Yeah.
But doing the tricks, filming a whole edit clip like you see me, no.
No.
I have the braces on all
Well,
the
it
time.
just feels like it's gonna give out, or is it just the pain that?
It's like I don't feel pain until I'm done skating.
Yeah, I'm sure at
Yeah,
night
yeah,
after
yeah.
the
Yeah.
session, you're just like, yeah.
Hey, and
for sure.
I saw you're a cannabis smoker. Does that help out with that
yes,
stuff?
yes, majorly. Yep.
Okay, because I know
Amazing.
cannabis really leans.
Yeah, I don't
on-
take. I'm gonna let you guys know I don't take any prescriptions.
That's
you know.
good. Did they try to
They,
put you?
they
try to
I
put
get
you on
them,
that?
I'm sure
but I
they-
don't
I'm
take
sure
them.
they
But
try to
if
fill
I'm
you up.
injured,
So for a knee injury like that,
something?
what are they trying to give you? What level of? Obviously, is that
The
Percocet,
heavy medication.
Oxy?
they're not even giving Percocets no more. You're gonna get like
Lortab?
Lortabs,
Yeah.
milligrams. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I couldn't when I did
Oxycodone.
my knee surgery. They gave me the Lortabs, and they made me nauseous, and I
Me
was
too.
only eating half of them, and I'm like, I got to a point 3 days after my knee surgery, I'm like, all right, I'd rather feel the pain than feel nauseous and sick to my stomach all
And
day.
I wouldn't be
much
able
worse.
to eat when you take it.
Yeah, no,
Can't
it
eat.
was awful, man.
So now, if I get hurt, I take them. Other than
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
So outside of that, I mean, would you take anything for pain, like any just like normal shit, ibuprofen,
no.
nothing, just
weed.
just weed.
That's dope.
Weed.
Do,
Just weed.
do you feel
I
like
like
you
it.
do you feel like you skate better on weed?
Yes.
Do you feel it's more
I'm more
dangerous? I mean,
Relaxed, yeah.
I'm calm, and the tricks I do, I'm flipping in
Can
and
you-
flipping out, so it's a lot of concentration.
can you get a DUI?
Ah!
Can you get a DUI for skating?
That's a good point because you can't like, on a bike, right?
no. Here's the thing. I think you can get a DUI
Yes,
with
you can.
alcohol.
Really?
but-
if you driving, you riding
So,
in the street, yeah, and you,
You remember how many people?
That's
Dude, there was a
crazy.
time in Nevada. They were whacking people when that weed first got legalized. DUI, it's DUOC, OUIN or something like driving while under the influence of a narcotic. But everybody's like, how can you give a DUI because what level do you test? You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah,
you just,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, there is
But
no
they
test.
they
But
said
with-
they
but
were going to
with-
come with the
with
level.
weed. It's just like you
You
smoke
just
or
high.
you didn't. It's like there's no.
You
Look,
don't-
It's not like
it
a.
is-
I got
blood
one
alcohol.
DUI, but it ain't a real DUI. Back in the days, they found a half of a joint on the side of the door. They gave me a DUI.
That's crazy. You
That's
said that. I got pulled over one time and I had a handgun, which it's open carry, but I had a handgun on my seat. I was actually bringing it home from here, and I had Adderall, and I'm prescribed Adderall, but they gave me suspected DUI. So they still took me to jail, still charged me with DUI, did a blood test, wasn't in my blood, and it all got dropped. But I'm like, how do you give somebody a
They took your gun?
Did
Huh?
you?
They
I was
took
like,
the
did they
gun.
already get
Hey,
the gun or the money
nope.
back? There
So
was gun
so
and
listen
the
to
money.
this.
Yeah,
So
they-
the case gets dismissed. I had 3,500 cash and a gun, and so the case gets dismissed. And I'm like, well, if it's dismissed, and they're like, it's just part of the deal. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so you
What you
basically
part of
no, that's what I
Hey,
said. I'm
that's
like,
why they-
you-
that's why they
they-
booked
get
you.
your gun
You-
back?
They
Nope.
legally robbed
No,
him.
yeah,
and
that's what-
then he
I-
couldn't get his money back.
yeah,
They knew the case
So-
wasn't gonna go through.
Yeah.
yeah. So I said to my attorney at the time, I said, man, I'm like, I hear about people talking about how they got violated, and I'm like, you don't know if it's real or not, and I'm like, I got violated, and now I know, like, I'm like, when they lied about everything, and I'm like, it was just crazy because I'm like, how do you go home at night knowing that you're lying? As a police officer, these people you're supposed to trust, knowing that you're lying to get somebody in trouble. And the attorney had a really good thing to that. He told me, he goes, a lot of cops, because this was a gang unit, they were in the green, but he said a lot of cops, they're out of the military. He said military kind of brainwashes you, and they come here, and he's like, the way they brainwash you as police, they really don't know they're violating you. In their head, they're just doing their job, but they are violating illegal search. So everything when we thought we were gonna have to fight the case, no body cams on. How do you not have your body cam on when there's two no body cams? They said the gun was stuck in between my seats, hidden. And then, I was like, I kind of want to, when it got dismissed, I'm like, I kind of want to like sue him. And he just said, he's like, he goes, I've been doing this a long time. And he was like, you don't want to fuck with the gang unit. He's like, they know where
Yeah,
they know
target- they got a target on
they,
you.
will-
Yeah.
they know where you live. They know where your
Yeah.
studio is. And it's just not worth it. And he's like, so just be happy, let it go. He's like, hey, the good news is you can go get another gun. And I mean, here's the thing. I wasn't a gun person in the first place. I was just taking it out of here because I'm like, sometimes people party here and I'm like, I just don't want someone to pick it up. But yeah, they were just like, the good news is you can go buy another one. And I'm just like, you know what?
Oh,
I
wow.
was
They
just like, it's
said-
just bad,
Yeah.
bad
He said,
juju.
we're just going to take your shit,
Yeah.
take the money.
Yeah, they knew the case was gonna get thrown out.
You should just be
Yeah.
happy you're not in jail.
Yeah. No, and what's funny, and I mean, it's funny and stupid at the same time. The cop actually said to me, he said, if you're willing to take a blood test right now, we'll let you go. And I said, no problem. Fucking white van pulls up, and I'm just like, man, these are
They
like
did it right there in the.
did it right there on the side.
Oh, wow.
And then
I didn't-
and then they
that's
take me
crazy.
to jail for the suspected DUI.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when
Yeah,
you
like
say,
April Fools.
well, no, my attorney's like, are you retarded? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, how are they going to get your blood results back on the spot?
Yeah,
like
they
that?
could take the blood. but
So
they-
yeah, so
they
it was
got
kind of like
tested.
another
Dude,
lie
just-
that
they got you.
they got me. And I mean, now, like I said, I feel a certain way, and now I know the mass amounts of people that say they've been violated. They ain't bullshitting.
Yeah, they took my blood for that half a blunt.
Ugh.
Yeah. So what? So they gave. What did they give you? They gave you suspected, or they
No,
gave you the
gave
DUI?
me a. They
But-
gave me a. What is it called? A drug DUI.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
driving under the
Yeah.
influence of a narcotic.
Marijuana. Yeah.
So basically, what that means is like, so what they said to me, they said, "Have you had anything to drink?" And I said, "No, I actually was just leaving the gym." I'm like, "No, I'm all good." And then, they just said, they see an Adderall, they see anything, like you said, they see the piece of weed. Well, it's suspected driving on. They told me, they're like, your eyes look red. You smoke weed? And I'm like, no. And so again, they use the pill thing because they're like, your pill aren't. it's illegal to have a pill outside the bottle. Well, the bottle to my Adderall was in the glove box. And I'm like, it's right fucking in the glove box. So they were just hoping. So I'm like, if
you
they
got
can just
the
give
bottle
you
right there, they really can't say nothing.
Yeah, and again, it's like a prayer. It's like throwing up a thing because it's, you know, I feel anybody who, you know, and I think here in Las Vegas, if they even think for an inkling when they do that, oh, have you had anything to drink? Yeah, I had one drink. I think even the people who had one drink, they'll fucking DUI you.
That's why they asked that question, because once you say that, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Say,
and then here's the thing, though. Like, a lot of people, they just take it. Because they're like, you know, I'm not going to hire an attorney and fight it. And they're just like, you know what, I was drinking. But, you know, this is for the people that might have did 3 or 4, but it could have been over the course of 4 hours. So they just assume that they really failed the test. Yeah. But I'm like, you know, I would, here in Las Vegas, I would definitely recheck that process because I think they've arrested many people. But they were hitting the weed people hard. And then you heard, and then they came and then they said, we can't give out DUIs no more for weed.
They changed the law.
Well, yeah, that was after E over here and all his. everybody got
Shit,
fucking.
I told him, hey, go get the wheelchair in the back. He said, huh? I said, go get the wheelchair in the back. He said, what you mean? I can't walk. He was shocked. Took me to jail in the wheelchair.
He did it though. He
did it. Hey, he's like, hold on, we'll get the van, we'll get the police van.
We got room for that.
He said, give me all the weed, or I'm gonna put your daughter on the freeway. I said, what? And she was only like, probably like 3 years old. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy.
What was it? Was it Metro? Was it
Metro?
Metro.
Yeah.
And the brown uniforms.
Yep.
Man, they just
fucked up.
Yeah. No, here in Vegas, though, it's just a money thing. They just want your money. They want you to take a class and.
Yeah, they know 90% of it's getting thrown out.
I mean, bro, we had a guy living with us, man. He got 4 DUIs and the motherfucker's still driving. And it's like, dude, you do that shit in anywhere else, you're in prison.
I remember when I first came to Vegas, having someone ask me like, "Oh, you have less than 3 DUIs, you're good."
Yeah, remember that lady?
What? Like in Cali, if you got 1, you're done.
Yeah,
like,
remember that one lady we were just talking about last week?
Yeah, she got
9 DUIs, and I'm like,
and still has a license.
And then they gave her like the bail was not even a lot. Like she could definitely pay it.
It's definitely a norm.
Yeah. So
I think.
Well, anyways, I think we're gonna wrap this up for today. We appreciate you, E, for stopping by.
Give them your social media though, man, so they can check you out. I know I see a YouTube link on your Instagram as well. So
it's E_Sosa SK8, and you can find me at Skateboard E, YouTube, TikTok. The real Skateboard E on TikTok.
Is there a fake one out there?
It's a lot of fake ones.
Hey, that means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna check out this drop.
Yep. Check out the drop, the exotic pop. We're definitely gonna go by there.
Oh yeah, at the drop _LV. We definitely gonna check that shop out.
Yeah. And then how did I find you?
Find me Domo Monster 7 on IG.
Okay, and unfortunately, my page was stolen, but I am on the Green Room Radio page. So
I think he's lying about that.
I wish I was, man.
These people be hating. They hack your page.
He got his page repo.
They got him good.
Yeah, I'm like, I only had 30,000 followers. Good luck selling that. You know what I was pissed about the most was just I had pictures of my kids on there like earlier. Like I quit doing it, but I'm like, I just want the fucking pictures back, man. I'm fighting with this guy.
They erased everything right away?
No, it was funny because he told me 2,500, and it went to 1,500, and then he's like 1,500, and I'll show you how to do it to people. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to. Oh wow! Yeah, I'm like, I don't want. I tried to do the good guy route. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like,
I would never do this to somebody.
Yeah, yeah, and then what was crazy was he sent some dirty messages to girls on my page.
Oh, I have an announcement of something. Like, I don't know if you guys know. So during MJ Biz, Burner and Weed Maps announced it's a new app. It's called Social Club. And it's basically for cannabis brands. So there's no like censorship on there.
Like an Instagram type thing or like a Clubhouse?
It's like an Instagram thing. Yeah. And so I've been on it for a little bit. It's so anybody who is in cannabis or you're an enthusiast, you're an influencer.
What made Burner and them want to do that?
Because he wants to. Instagram is not coming with the solution to, not censor businesses or brands,
Like in the weed game.
and actually he did a post where Burner's hashtag is hidden because they feel that he goes against community guidelines. So he was
That's the
calling
funniest
them out.
statement.
He has a really interesting post on it, but and then he said like once they hit, I think they said 60K people, he wanted to do a party. But check it out, it's pretty dope.
What's it called
What do
again?
you know?
It's called Social Club.
Social Club.
So
Social
it's on the
Club.
App Store.
And what about you, Super James? How I
Yes,
found you?
at DJ Super James, and of course follow the show at Green Room Radio. And we'll check
Alright,
you guys
alright.
out next week. Thanks
Alright,
again for coming
peace.
through, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Oh.
Sir.